Have you ever stopped to think about how much tech is changing, well, everything, even really traditional stuff like getting a loan?
It's pretty wild, isn't it?
Yeah,
Paper forms, waiting rooms. That's starting to feel quite old-fashioned.
totally. So today you're doing a deep dive into QuickCredit Pleat Ltd. They're a licensed money lender over in Singapore.
And that license part is key, right?
Exactly. It means they're playing by the rules, the Money Lenders Act in Singapore, which is, important for protecting consumers.
Definitely gives a layer of trust.
So our mission today is to look at their mobile app, it's called QuickCredit, and figure out how it's supposed to make getting and managing loans easier. We're working off some specific details we have about the app and their services.
Okay.
Okay, let's get into this. I mean, the whole idea of an app handling something as, well, significant as a loan, it's interesting. Makes you think about where personal finance is heading.
And what's really fascinating here is exactly that, how they're taking a traditional service and giving it a modern tech twist. We're seeing this trend everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Making finance more accessible, more convenient, using technology.
Nice.
So for you listening, this really highlights what it means when you can get quick access, user-friendly tools, literally in your pocket. It changes how you might approach things.
Okay, so to really get it, let's start with the app itself.
Yeah.
The QuickCredit app. What does it actually do and who's it for?
So based on what we've seen, it's a mobile app from QuickCredit PLTD designed to streamline applying for loans and then managing them if you're approved. And it's specifically for eligible customers living in Singapore.
So it's meant to be like a central hub for everything related to your loan with them, application management, the whole deal.
Precisely. Looks like it. The core functions seem pretty comprehensive. You can submit loan applications directly through the app. That's the starting point.
And I saw a mention of my info integration. That usually makes things faster.
Yeah, that's a big one. It can use My Info for quicker applications.
Okay, for anyone listening who isn't familiar, especially internationally, MyInfo is Singapore's national digital identity system. Lets you pre-fill forms securely. But strategically, why is that such a big deal for a lender like QuickCredit? It's not just about saving a few clicks, is it?
Oh, definitely not. For QuickCredit, using My Info isn't just about convenience, though that's great for the user, of course.
Yeah.
It's really about tapping into a secure, verified national system.
Ah, so it boosts security and trust.
Massively. It helps cut down fraud risks, speeds up all the Know Your Customer or KYC checks, basically builds trust instantly.
Okay, that makes sense.
It's a real step forward in
Sure.
secure digital verification. Kind of sets a standard, Makes you wonder why we ever use so much paper.
Yeah, it does feel like the future. But what if you still want to talk to a person? Does the app lock you into purely digital interaction?
No, actually, it seems they've thought about that too. The app lets you book in-person appointments with their staff.
Okay, so it blends the digital with the physical option. That's smart.
Yeah, it gives you that choice. And then if your loan gets approved, the app becomes your management tool. You can track your repayments, look at your statements, get payment receipts, all inside the app.
That management part sounds really useful. But let's talk security. Financial data is sensitive stuff. They say data is encrypted in transit and not shared. How much reassurance does that actually give? Is that just standard practice?
Well, encrypting data in transit, scrambling it while it travels online and not sharing it with third parties, that is pretty fundamental.
Yeah.
It aligns with, best practices for any decent financial app.
Okay.
But here's where it gets interesting, potentially. They also state that users can request to have their data deleted.
Ah, the right to be forgotten, basically.
Exactly. And giving users that kind of control over their own data, that's a significant step for building trust. It goes beyond just the technical encryption.
Right, it puts some power back in the user's hands. All right, so the app is the front door, the digital tool. But what about the company itself? QuickCredit 8 Ltd. What else do they offer besides the app experience?
Good question. The app is the tool, but the company provides the actual financial services. And they offer quite a range of loan types.
A range. So they're not just focused on one specific kind of loan. What does that variety tell us?
It suggests they're aiming for broad applicability. Yeah. They have standard personal loans, for general needs. They also offer payday loans, typically shorter term, for immediate cash flow needs.
Okay.
Then there are business loans for companies and debt consolidation loans, which help people manage existing debts by rolling them into one.
That covers quite a bit already. Anything else?
Yes. They also list specific purpose loans, things like wedding loans, renovation loans, even medical loans.
Wow. Okay, so pretty specific life events covered there.
If you connect the dots, it looks like they're really trying to offer flexible solutions for a whole bunch of different financial situations people might find themselves in.
Makes sense. And what about their general approach, their philosophy, and how they fit into Singapore's rules?
Their stated goal is basically fast, accessible loans with flexible repayment plans.
Hmm.
But critically, it's all done within that regulated environment we mentioned earlier.
The Moneylenders Act.
Precisely.
Sure.
So, interest rates are regulated by that act. They can still vary depending on the customer situation, but there's a legal framework around it.
And that regulation is important, isn't it? Especially in digital lending.
Absolutely vital. It helps separate the legitimate players, the ones focused on consumer protection, from potentially dodgy operators. Builds confidence in the whole system.
Got it. And did we see anything particularly unique in their offering? Maybe something to encourage people to pay back on time?
Yes, actually, there's one specific incentive that caught my eye. They offer a 50% rebate on the administration fee if you repay your loan on time and in full.
How interesting. So half the admin fee back just for meeting the terms.
Exactly. It's a pretty tangible reward for responsible borrowing. Kind of encourages good financial habits directly.
That's quite a neat feature. Okay, so let's quickly pull this all together. We've looked at QuickCredit Petite Ltd, a licensed moneylender in Singapore. They've got this QuickCredit app designed to make things smooth, applying for loans, using MyInfo for speed and security, managing payments, checking statements.
Right. And with a focus on security through encryption, plus that user control aspect of being able to request data deletion.
And beyond the tech, the company offers a pretty wide variety of loans: personal, payday, business, debt consolidation, even specific ones for weddings or medical needs.
All operating under Singapore's Moneylenders Act, which provides that crucial regulatory oversight.
Plus that interesting 50% admin fee rebate for timely repayment.
Yep, that's a good summary.
So, thinking about all this, the convenience, the tech integration, the range of services, it leads to a bigger question, really. Given how much easier and, well, integrated financial services like these are becoming, how might that change the way you, listening right now, think about managing your own finances, especially when these quick, accessible solutions are literally right there in your pocket? Something to think about.